guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lilani Grace. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me. This is some New Year's inspiration for you. I'll be creating this makeup look right here, but I will be giving you some more fun options as well, like this look here, which is a amped up version of the previous look. So if you want to see how I achieved this look and this look here, just keep watching. Guys, I'm going to take it old school today. MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. I haven't used this in like a couple months probably, but I'm gonna put that all over the eyelid to prep my lids. I forgot how much I like this stuff. It's so thick but creamy. Oh, it's so nice and smooth. I don't know why I ever stopped using this. I think I just started using my Shape Tape and I really enjoy that. And I just kind of forgot about my paint pot. I like too that it doesn't go on quite as clumpy as the Shape Tape. Like the Shape Tape I have to go in with a sponge afterwards and kind of smooth it out. This I can just quickly do my finger. Barely even needs that much. While I'm in my MAC paint pot, I'm actually going to take a little bit and cover up some of my blemishes. I've done this in the past. I don't think I've ever actually done it on a video though. This is a really good trick because it's so thick. It covers them really nicely, and then you go in with your foundation and concealer afterwards. Although I completely forgot to prime my face first. I can take my Tarte Tartlette palette and set my lid with Super Mom, which is this guy right here. This is like my favorite shade to set my lid with. It's nice and neutral and just the right shade. Actually, I haven't totally thought through this look. I just knew I wanted to play with this guy. I think I'm going to start with my Tarte Tartlette palette again. I'm going to use some of these more purpley tones in here. I think I'm going to start with this guy as a transition color. Taking that on my Moda Pro crease brush. I'm just going to start putting that in my crease. What are you guys' New Year's plans? We are going over to a friend's house for a games night. Thankfully, we can bring the kids along and put them down to bed there, which will be nice. Don't have to worry about trying to get a babysitter. Trying to get a babysitter on New Year's Eve is the worst because obviously everybody wants to celebrate New Year's Eve. It'd be like trying to find a babysitter on Christmas Day. Like, who wants to do that? I'm going with my Morphe E17, and I'm gonna go into the Marc Jacobs palette. This is the Tease palette. I'm gonna use that really pretty purple. This is like the most true purple in the palette. I'm gonna start taking that on the outer edge and up into the crease. I honestly have not really planned out this look at all, so I'm just kind of winging it here. I did play with this palette when I first got it, but I got this right before all my back problems happened and stuff. So there's one day where I just sat down and kind of played with it on my eyes, but I couldn't sit for very long. I didn't do a full makeup look, I just kind of stuck all the colors on my eyes, didn't really do a look. So this is my first time really using it. I'm bringing that right into the inner corner as well. Ooh, maybe I want to do like more of a halo look with this. Okay, so I'm gonna pack that onto the inner corner as well, just leaving a blank space on the middle of my lid. I really like this color of purple. It's got almost like a pinky undertone to it. Okay, so I know by the time that this video goes up, Christmas will be past already, but today it's currently, what day is it? Friday? I just found out today that both my brother and my sister are sick. It sucks that they're sick, and I'm really hoping and praying that they feel better by Christmas and that they're not contagious, because I really don't want to get sick. When our family gets sick, I'm the one that gets it the worst. Like, my kids have never had a flu. They've had fevers for 2 or 3 days in a row, but they've never gotten like violently ill, like puking or the runs or anything like that. Like, my kids, the worst they get is a runny nose. When we get the flu in my house, it's me that gets taken out. I am like ill for days. The idea of getting sick is not fun because I know that I will be the one who gets the most sick. This is what we got going on so far. Now, the idea is once this eyeshadow is done, so that I'm going to add some gems and some detailing to it afterwards. So I want to keep that in mind while I'm doing the eye look. I want to put like some stuff between my crease and my brow. So I think I have room for that. But as for the eye look itself, I think I'm just going to keep it pretty simple. I think I'm going to go with the light pink shade on my lid area. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go in a little bit harder with this. Cover up most of that lid space. Because I really just want this very small portion of the center to pop. So I'm gonna take some of my my paint pot, just a small amount. And I'm gonna put that on the center of the lid, just so this really grabs. I'm not even gonna bring it up very high. It's literally just that very center little bit. Like, that's it. That's all I want it to pop. I'm going into this light pink color right here and just putting it on my finger and dabbing it on the center. So I'll bring it out past that area a little bit to blend it out, but we're containing it pretty much on that center area, like so. So when my eyelid is open, it looks like it's taking up the whole center of my eyelid, but if I close it, you can see it's just a tiny little bit. Of course, go back in with the brush I used with the purple, but I didn't put anything extra on here, and just kind of blend out the edges a little bit. Use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer and go over that paint pot that I just put on my face. I'll go in with the paint pot again. Okay, so since this is a New Year's look, let's talk about New Year's resolutions, because those are fun. My New Year's resolution is to make new goals every month. So I have already written down in my new day planner all of my goals for January. I feel like 2018 is going to be my year for getting healthy, because now that I've gone to the nature path and kind of figured out what's happening with my body, I feel like I can actually get to a place where I want my body to be. One of my goals for January is to make it to the gym at least 5 days a week for all of January. And I know that's really gonna suck, because January is the worst time of year to go to the gym, because everybody has made their New Year's resolution to go to the gym and it's gonna be packed. But I don't care, I'm gonna go anyways. I think for foundation, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation as well. This guy gets me every time I open up the bottle and it smells like paint, but I actually don't mind the smell. I feel like my skin is a little drier than usual right now, and it's making my foundation sit really weird, and I don't love it. For concealer, I'm gonna use the Colourpop No Filter Concealer just on my blemishes. I've tried this concealer over and over and over again for under my eyes, and I still do not like it. It just makes my under eyes look so crinkly. So I have just given up on using it under my eyes, but it's really good on blemishes. I still use it for that. I just don't use it under my eyes anymore. For concealer under my eyes, I'm gonna use, I think I'm gonna go in with my Rimmel Perfect Match concealer. I am nearing the end of this tube, but I love this stuff. So because I know that I'm doing some stuff under my eyes after all this, I'm going to bake under the eyes a little bit with my RCMA No Color Powder. You guys, I don't do this very often anymore. I don't know why I ever stopped baking. It sets your under eye so nicely. Of course, when I bake, I like to get right in the crevices of my nose, because that's where it likes to get oily. And while I'm at it, I'm just gonna bake a little up here, especially where that big fat blemish is. That'll just help the foundation stand better there. I'll bake my chin a little bit. There, full baking spree. It's Christmas season, might as well bake. Although with my skin being a little bit drier, it's probably not the best idea to bake. And I'm gonna use that same powder to set the rest of my face and wipe away the bake. So now I'm gonna finish off the eyes, going back into the Tarte Tartlette palette, and that first color we used, this is the shade Best Friend. I don't think I actually said that in the beginning. I'm just gonna run that color right along the bottom lash line. And then going into that purple shade in the Marc Jacob palette as well, and running it over top of that color where we just put it down. You know what I mean. And then I'm gonna take this lightest, it's almost like a pinky white, and it's a shimmer shade. I'm gonna use that to highlight my brow bone and my inner corner. I'm gonna use my e.l.f. contour brush for that. You guys have seen this before. I use this every time I highlight my inner corner. I'm gonna take my Mary Luminizer highlighter as well and use that under the brow bone. Okay, I'm not gonna show you these lashes in the box because they're kind of a mess, but these are the Shameless lashes from My Love for Lashes, the pink collection. Oh, I'm totally getting ahead of myself. Before I even do that, I'm gonna use some eyeliner. For the bottom lash line, I'm gonna use this Colourpop eyeliner in Crybaby. Ah! No! Okay, well the entire top of that just fell off, but there's lots left in here. So like I said, I'm gonna use that in my bottom waterline. I feel like I have nothing to talk about. Oh yeah, we were talking about New Year's resolutions. Okay, so my goal for January is to lose 20 pounds. And that probably seems like a very big number, but I have like 80 pounds to lose in total. So I'm gonna hit it hard in January. Like, I am going to cut out all sugar, all chips, all gross stuff. I mean, I'm gonna try to limit my dairy intake. I suck at taking away dairy completely, so I won't be doing that, but I'll be trying to eat gluten-free as well, and going to the gym 5 days a week. So honestly, I think it's pretty possible for me to lose 20 pounds, especially now that my hormones are all kind of leveling out and I've been losing weight naturally without changing anything. I'm really crossing my fingers that it'll work, and if it doesn't, I mean, I won't be disappointed if I only lose like 10 pounds, because that is probably a little more realistic, and that's totally fine with me. But I wanted to set myself a nice big goal because I want to push myself hard to get things done. So I figure if I give myself a nice big goal, I'll try a little bit harder. That's my reasoning anyways. We'll see. We will see. But honestly, a year from now, I want to be at my goal weight. So I'm going to be pushing it hard this year. I feel like these lashes may be on the very last legs. Like, I can't get that inner corner to stay down properly. I think it's just so stiff that it just wants to shoot back up. I might take 2018 to relearn how to put lashes on. That's a new goal for me. My goodness. Whew, that was a struggle. Okay, moving on to my face. I'm gonna contour with my Kat Von D palette. I'm not gonna do like bronzing, I'm just gonna do straight up contour. So I'm gonna take a little contour brush and I'm gonna use the lightest shade in the palette, the lightest contour shade, which is this guy over here. I'm wanting this look to look a little more intense, so I'm not bronzing up the whole face with it, just straight in with contour. I feel like I can't talk when I'm doing this. Of course, nose contour. Okay, you guys, I am going to attempt to put blush on. I'm going to use this Real Her blush palette that I got in my BoxyCharm last month. I'm going to try to use the color Fearless. It's a really pretty pink with little flecks of gold in it. So I'm going to try to apply that very minimally to my face. Okay, that didn't go too badly. I'm gonna be a bit extra and use my Artist Couture Illuminati. Whoa, that's a big hunk on there. Whoops. That's alright. I have like a line across my whole lip where there's just skin peeling up. It's so gross. Anyways, I'm gonna use this Makeup Geek lip cream something or other that I got in my BoxyCharm. Still don't know what color this is, but it is basically my exact nude. So I'm gonna use that. And then for a little extra zhuzh, I'm gonna use this Shine Shot gloss from Maybelline. I'm not going to use the applicator to apply it. I'm going to stick some on my hand and use a brush. This is a e.l.f. concealer brush, but it's actually really good for using on the lips. And this gloss will help my lips look hydrated and not all cracked up. So this is the finished version of the glam but simple look for New Year's. Now it's time to get into the fun stuff. Hair's going back up. To start adding some more details to this look, we're gonna do some gems. These are just gems that I got at the dollar store, I believe. I've had them for a while, so I don't actually remember where I got them. Now these come in a strip, like they are all attached, but you can easily cut off one at a time to use them, which is what I'm gonna be doing. We are gonna put some gems up above the eyeshadow. Initially, I thought I was gonna go with the purple gems, but I think I'm gonna stick with the white ones, just because it's not quite the right purple. Okay, so I'm gonna go right above my eyeball and place one of those little gems right there. Now, I'm going to take this guy. This is some chunky glitter that I got from Micheals, and I'm gonna be using the purple shade of this. Okay, so to place these on, I'm going to use this little brush. I'm going to wet the end just a little bit with some water, and that should be just enough to pick these up. So I got a little guy on there, I'm gonna dab on some lash glue and I'm gonna place that just to the side of it. Maybe one more. Well, that's that. Now I'm gonna do something underneath my eyes. I'm gonna try to get some of those glitter chunks on the inner corner of my eye as well, but for that I'm gonna use the Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art. The glitter side of that, I'm just gonna start placing some glitter down. And then I'm just gonna use my finger to pick up as many of those glitter chunks as I can, and then place it like that. I'm also trying not to get these in my eyeball. I think I'm going to place another one of those gems, but because I know that I will not be able to line them up with the top ones, I'm gonna put them more on the outer corner, like that. Now I want to do some like snowflake type things. I don't really have a good white liner or anything for this, so I'm gonna attempt to use this Bella Pierre matte lip palette. I'm gonna use this white lipstick. This little brush right here, this is actually a nail brush. This is what I use to do my freckles. There's probably some brown still on that, so I'm gonna wipe it off first. So on the outside of this little gem, I'm gonna try to draw a little snowflake. And by snowflake, I mean a star, or whatever you want to call this. A little star burst. Actually pretty impressed with how pigmented this white is. I'm just gonna create a little dot right on this other side. And then also a dot on this side. This is kind of cute. Now for the rest of my face, I really want to accentuate my highlights. So I'm actually going to take that same white lip color and just do little highlight accents like on my nose. I just want it to look like it's really highlighted. And then I'm going to do my Cupid's bow as well. This kind of gives it like that wet highlight look. I'm also going to do that on my inner corner where there's that little bit of space between the glitter and my actual eye, my brow bone. And I'm also going to do it on my lip as well. So around the top. And right in the middle of my lip on the bottom. It's kind of some jagged lines. Okay, I am really digging this look now that it's all come together. This is so cute. I'm gonna set this all with the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray, just to give it a little more glow and dewiness. So this is the completed look that's a little bit over the top. Obviously, a lot of people aren't gonna feel comfortable doing this for New Year's Eve, but I think it's a really fun look. It's obviously extra, but it's not so much that you can't get away with it for New Year's Eve. So if you try out something like this, definitely tag me if you post on Instagram, and I would love to see anything that you come up with for your New Year's look. That's it for this video. If you're not already, which I know you are, but if you're not, please subscribe to my channel so you can see all my future videos, and let's start off 2018 with a bang. Bye guys, see you next year.